SCTV now begins its programming day. Starring John Candy, Joe Flaherty, Eugene Levy, Andrea Martin, Catherine O'Hara, Harold Ramis, and Dave Thomas.
Coming soon, the most elevating adventure series ever made. She was just a flying nun, happy as a lark in a leper colony, until Pearl Harbor brought her down. So she scraped the bottom of the convent and picked the biggest, the meanest, the toughest nuns she could find. She trained them herself to fly those missions that no other squadron could fly. It's Baba Black and White Sheep, starring the Savage Sisters. Helen Reddy, Margot Hemingway, Eddie Popeye Doyle, Shelley Winters, and Marissa Berenson.
Good morning. This is the fourth lecture in our series on human sexual response. And today we're going to be talking about one of the most common sexual dysfunctions in women today, the inability to fake orgasms. Recent studies show that nearly 60% of all women are capable of at least one fake orgasm, and nearly 20% of these women report multiple fake orgasms. That leaves 40%. 4 out of 10 women who are unable to convincingly fake an orgasm. Now, if you are one of these women, I want to suggest the following exercise. Why don't you repeat after me these helpful, passionate phrases? Don't stop, lover. Please don't stop. Don't stop, lover. Please don't stop. Oh, you're good. You're so good. Oh, you're good. You're so good. Make me a woman, big boy. Make me a woman, big boy. And, oh, I've got the music in me. Oh, I've got the music in me. Now, fortunately it was shown that in recent studies, 9 out of 10 males will believe anything, especially if it confirms their virility. So don't be afraid to pretend that you're aroused by your partner. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the increasing popularity of post-marital sex. So until then, this is Dr. Cheryl Kinsey reminding you that even bad sex is better than no sex at all.
Tuesday night at 8. Join us for a journey into the odd on It's an Unusual World, Isn't It? An incredible collection of unbelievable oddities gathered from the 4 corners of our strange world. You'll meet Uri Geller, the strange Israeli telekineticist who has the unbelievable ability to bend forks and repair broken watches using only the unbelievable power of his strange mind. You'll go with us to Nogales, New Mexico, to the secret sanitarium for the VICs, very important corpses, famous people officially pronounced dead, but actually living as vegetables in this incredible, unusual hospital. Then finally, you'll meet Taekwondo, the incredible karate black belt with the unbelievable ability to break 8 human hands using only a single common brick. It's an earthquake of unbelievability. It's para-show business at its most oddly strange. After all, it's an unusual world, isn't it? Tuesday night at 8 on SCTV.
Witness to yesterday. Tonight's guest is Canadian actress Bonnie Lightfeather.
Good evening and welcome to Witness to Yesterday. I'm your host, Patrick Watson. And tonight we'll be speaking with St. Joan of Arc. Hello, Joan.
Joan?
Or shall I call you Jeanne d'Arc, Maid of Orleans, or just Joan?
I'm Joan.
Fine, thank you, Joan. Joan, you were born in a small village in France in 1414. Now, at a young age, you heard voices. Could you tell us about these voices and what they said to you?
They spoke to me in a foreign tongue, so I couldn't make them out.
Not even a word here and there?
No.
But you did see a vision. Remember the vision, Joan? The one that inspired you greatly? Tell us about that vision.
I was down by the creek,
Yes, good,
getting a bucket of water.
good.
And all of a sudden, I hears this bush rattling. And I looks over at this bush, and there he was.
Who?
God.
God was standing behind a bush, rattling it, Joan?
Yes, he was.
And what did God look like, Joan?
He was about your height. And he had on a beige leisure suit.
A beige leisure suit? What the hell was God doing wearing a beige leisure suit in the 15th century?
Well, he's God, you know. He can wear whatever he wants.
And what did God say to you, Joan?
He spoke to me
In a foreign tongue, and you couldn't understand a word he said.
Oh, were you there?
No, I wasn't there. Now let's move ahead to your trial. Now, the Burgundians found you guilty of heresy, but they did give you a chance to save your life. All you had to do was renounce the vision of God. Why did you not renounce the vision of God?
I did.
You did not!
Oh, no, I didn't.
I know you didn't renounce the vision of God.
Oh, God.
Yes!
Oh, I thought you said Bob.
Who's Bob?
Bob was my boyfriend
I
at
don't
the time.
care who your boyfriend was at the time. Now look, you were found guilty of heresy. You were tortured. You were burned alive at the stake. Why, Joan? Why?
I didn't get a good lawyer.
Oh, good. Thank you very much, Joan of Arc.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Be with us next week on Witness to Yesterday, when our guest will be Cleopatra, Queen of the
I wanna
Nile.
play her.
You won't play her.
I'll study for her.
You didn't
I
study
studied
for Joan.
I studied for her.
I don't care who you studied for. Leisure suit.
He was.
I don't care.
Maybe it wasn't.
Be with us next week on Witness to Yesterday with Cleopatra.
Played by me.
It won't be played by you. I don't care about Canadian content.
I'm Floyd Robertson,
And I'm Earl Cannonbear.
and this is the SCTV News Today.
87-year-old Russell Cox of Guernsey, New Mexico, broke a Guinness World Record by playing ragtime piano non-stop for 273 hours. Mr. Cox was then rushed to St. Joseph's Hospital, where he was pronounced dead on arrival. At the same time, 19-year-old Mark Schneider of Mercy, Georgia, completed his 275th hour of non-stop ragtime piano playing, beating by 2 hours the world record previously held by the late Russell Cox. Nice try, Russ.
Seismologists for the past few weeks have been predicting a gigantic earthquake to strike in California, ripping it apart from the rest of the continental United States. Now, to cover that story, Earl Camembert went down to San Francisco for a film report. Earl?
California, of course, Floyd, is a sunny state and beautiful, beautiful country down there, and just a fantastic city of rolling hills, and
Great town, huh?
just breathtaking.
Cable cars and everything?
Cable cars, Fisherman's Wharf. I had a great time while I was down there.
Well, what'd they predict on that quake?
Well, the quake is going to
Be a pretty big one?
Oh, real big. It's a what you call your big quake, and from what I understand, it's just going to break off from the rest of the country and float on into the Pacific.
What did the seismologist say?
Well, they said that I didn't actually get to talk to the seismologists. They were quite busy, Floyd, with science meetings and experiments and so forth. They're much too busy to talk to. But I did get a lot of gossip.
You didn't get an interview, did you?
Well, not with the seismologists, but I tried to interview people on the street and
You
gossip.
flew all the way down there and you didn't get a film report?
No, I didn't fly down.
What do you mean you didn't fly
Well,
down?
A friend of mine was going down there, so we just drove down together and, why take a plane?
Well, did you get to California?
No, I didn't quite make it to California. We had a bit of car trouble going down there, and we never made it out of Arizona. But Arizona's a beautiful country, too. The desert, iguana.
How long were you there?
I was in Arizona for about 2 weeks, and we had car trouble. Frank, his car broke down. We had trouble getting to a garage. There weren't many garages in the desert, and I did manage to interview a few people in the desert concerning the quake, and they, believe it or not, didn't know anything about it.
Hey, that's a great story you got, Earl. A feature story. You go down there for and you come back with that?
I'll tell you what the trouble is, Floyd. They said they give you 2 weeks to cover a story that takes you 3,000 miles to get down there. I mean, 3,000 miles. Our car broke down in the desert. We couldn't get to a garage. I mean, what do they expect?
Well, I would have gone down. I should have.
So why didn't you? You're great.
I'm going to give that money back. Right away, too. All of it. You took a bundle for airfare.
Big deal.
How long do you think it would take to cook this 9-pound roast in an ordinary oven? 3 hours? 4 hours? Well, to cook it properly, it would probably take as many as 5 hours. But with the Amanda 2, an amazing step forward in microwave ovens, you can cook this same roast in as little as 3 seconds. It's ready now. Why don't we just take a look at it and see if it's done? And it only took 3 seconds.
The Amanda 2 at better appliance stores everywhere. I'm Maurice Green, licensed chiropractor. Did you know that each year more than 20,000 people die? Well, this year you may have passed away without even being aware of it. Here are 7 simple warning signs that may spell the difference between life and death for you. 1. Prolonged absence of physical activity. 2. Loss of appetite. 3. Loss of sight and hearing. 4. Increasing stiffness of joints and muscles. 5. Relaxed attitudes toward personal hygiene. 6. Inability to remember the previous 5 warning signs. And 7. The unexplained presence of coins on your eyelids. If you answered yes to any or all of these warning signs, you may already be dead. Don't be the last to know. Write today for this free booklet, So You're Dead, Now What? Box 1977, Gettysburg, Virginia. Do it today. It's a matter of life and death.
Good morning. I'm Father John Duffy, and welcome to Match Until My Feet. As Christians throughout the world are preparing to celebrate their holiday of Easter, our Jewish friends and neighbors are celebrating their holiday of Passover. Now, we've been invited into the home of Mr. Morris Dithers, chairman of the men's club at B'nai Amula congregation. Now, the Passover ceremony is already in progress in the Dithers home.
Is it time to start eating yet?
Why don't we just take a look at this fascinating ceremony and join them?
Stevie, will you stop throwing the matzah and listen to what Grandpa is saying?
Mr. Dithers, everyone.
Hello, Father.
I understand that everything on the table has some significance.
Yes, Father, this is called charosis. It's chopped nuts, apples, and wine. Represents the bricks that were made by the Hebrews when they were in bondage.
I'm gonna rip your arms off, Cheryl, if you don't stop throwing things.
This, Father, is bitter herbs. It's horseradish. Represents the bitterness of their lives as slaves.
And what does the salad mean?
Salad? It's just a salad. Don't mean nothing. We like to have a salad before.
I got coleslaw if you prefer, Father.
Oh, no, salad's fine, Mrs. Dithers.
All right, you see the dishes, Father? $18.95.
Antique.
No, that's what they cost, the setting. Good, huh?
Dan, I'd like to talk to you later, okay?
Mr. Dithers, what is Judaism exactly? Is it just a religion?
Judaism is, no, it's much more than a religion.
Stevie, Francine, if you don't shut up, this priest is gonna hit you.
Well, if it's more than a religion, is it a way of life?
No, it's not quite a way of life.
You want the father to hit you? He's Irish, you know. They got a temper.
What is Judaism exactly?
Judaism is a way of eating.
I'm still bringing.
This is the part of the service where the grandfather smacks the grandchildren for messing around at the little table that's been set up for them in the corner.
Dan, I'd like to talk to you after we finish eating, all right?
It's so important, speak now.
No, it'll wait. It'll wait.
Stevie, I'm gonna kill you.
The candlesticks, Father. Sterling silver.
Dad, will you please hurry up? The kids are hungry. That's why they're acting up.
You don't hurry these things, you do them. So, page 32, everybody, I'm going to sing.
Ship you away.
If I were a king of the forest.
Mr. Dithers, what's the significance of that song?
I like it. It's from the Wizard of Oz.
So, Father Duffy, you're not married, huh?
One more, young man, and I'm getting the strap.
Harry, do something with the kids. My head is breaking.
You're not, Mrs. Dithers, you're not Jewish, are you?
So?
Wait till you eat the chicken, Father. It's so tender you'll plot.
The chicken, she's insane. We got more chicken. We got brisket, veal, turkey, and Russian ring and chicken. This is an insane woman.
I'm getting the strap.
Do something.
You wait, Father. He said it, but wait till eat the whole thing.
I won't.
Okay, if you're not going to hurry, kids, start eating. Let's go.
This is how you treat the Seder? You don't start eating until the service is finished.
Dad, I'm sick and tired of the business.
Dave, not here.
No, I want out. I want to start my own business.
Sick and tired of being the largest manufacturer of shoelace nibs in North America?
Yeah!
There's 3 kinds of potatoes, sweet mashed and boiled for my Harold.
You're insane.
Thank you.
Father Duffy, would you do me a favor, please, and crack that kid a good one for me?
Challenge!
No challenge?
That's right. I get my...
Father, where do you hail from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. So how did you come? You came, you drove, or did you flew?
Well,
The reason I ask is we distribute there. See, we make the nibs for the shoelaces. Look at this. Is this a nib?
Save me some dinner first.
And you say this is no challenge?
That's right.
What do you think, Father?
well, actually, it'd be nice if we continue with this fascinating ceremony.
The nib business is my life.
All right,
And you
relax.
dare say to me it's no challenge? So, my life is no challenge?
Well, actually, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ was celebrating the Passover at the Last Supper.
So? Hurry up and finish so we can make room for the rest of the food.
Mom, just sit down. Please, we're
Honey,
going to
I'm
eat.
not hungry. I'll eat later.
Come on, the veal looks delicious. Let's eat, all right?
Eat your chicken, come on.
You don't like the chicken?
I'm flotsing from the chicken, Ma, okay?
It's a little dry. I'm going to get some gravy. Sit down.
Will you just eat your food? Will you just eat your food?
Harry, I'm not bringing those kids anywhere again. They don't know how to behave, and it's your fault.
It's my fault. I come to my parents' house and try to eat a meal. All I get is insults. Why can't you make kugel like that?
I can't even say it.
We've run out of time. I'm sure you're as grateful as I am to the Dithers family for helping us celebrate this wonderful ritual.
No coffee, darling? I love you.
In the morning, she's a Mrs. In the afternoon, she's a Ms. Miss Jones,
Yes, Bill.
here's that report you wanted to see.
Oh, thank you.
You know, I never thought a woman could handle this job, but you're the best boss I've ever had.
Well, thank you, Bill. Now get back to work.
But at night, she's a mister.
Hey, Sharon, come here. I want you to meet John. What do you think, huh?
She's a pretty little thing.
Hey, come on, baby.
A new kind of woman with a new kind of slant. She's AC/DC. Wednesdays on SCTV. Here with words to live by is Father John Duffy.
How is your sense of humor? Are you one of those people who gets up in the morning and looks in the mirror only to see a grouchy old puss staring back at you? Well, one should be able to laugh at oneself, and more importantly, one should be able to laugh at others. The other morning, I was leafing through the newspaper and came across a cartoon strip, Nancy. For those of you who didn't read it, I'd like to relate it to you. In the first cartoon box, we see Sluggo in a baseball field playing baseball. And in the second cartoon box, we see Nancy in front of her gate mailing a box marked Fragile. In the third cartoon box, we see Sluggo hitting the ball out of the park. And in the last cartoon box, we see the ball heading right for the package marked Fragile. How is your sense of humor? God has a sense of humor. Do you? I'm reminded of a story concerning Saint Philip Neri, the patron saint of the sense of humor, when he was captured by a rebel band of Etruscans. They had tied Saint Philip to a spit over a fire, and with a look of great agony on his face, Saint Philip looked up to one of his captors and said, "You can turn me over. I'm done on this side." Yes, St. Philip had a sense of humor. Do you? Finally, a story concerning Jesus himself, the time he threw the money changers out of the temple. In his fit of rage, as he was bodily throwing the last money changer from the temple, he looked at the money changer and, winking, he said to him, "Got 2 10s for a 5? Yes, Jesus had a sense of humor. Do you?
Hello, Joe.